Hey, what's going on, everyone? My name is Omega Jolteon, and we're here for Major Pokemon League Season 6, Week 2. We are taking on my good pal, Khaz, coach of the Indianapolis Volts. Check him out in the description below. I've heard he's a very unknown and a very good player. So this match got me a bit nervous, but yeah, he's like sort of a secret boss, like I've been hearing in like the draft community. So this is gonna be a tough game for sure, and very excited to see how he does this season. But he actually week 1, we're both 1-0, 0-1. I lost to CJ last week to a bit of unfortunate events, but it's a Mons. What can you do about that? And it actually lost to Bill week 1 in a pretty convincing fashion. So both looking to scoop up our first win. Definitely don't want to fall into an 0-2 rut especially at this point of the season. If I get a win right here, I'm still in a great spot to move on into later weeks. So yeah, that's basically it. It's our first out of conference game. So yeah, that's definitely exciting. But let's go into the matchup. My team consists of the likes of Landorus, Therian, Latios, Heatran, Almamola, Shaman, Drapion, Jolteon, Piloswine, Diancie, Ambipom, and Mega Heracross. Lando T, and Diancie has the Z eligibility. And his team consists of Kartana, Victini, Klefki, Cresselia, Blissey, Megapidge, Arachnid, Tyrantrum, Mamoswine, Mismagius, and Togetic. So this is a very interesting matchup. I feel like this is a much better matchup than it was last week, but it's still a very threatening matchup, I feel, because the biggest threats to my team are easily the Kartana plus Megapidge are huge threats. Mamo, I don't have great switch-ins to, and depending on his set, I have to play really carefully around that. Tyrantrum as well, I don't have great rock resist, so that wall breaking core is so scary, and his offense is so good versus me. But I think he's forced to bring offense versus me, because his matchup versus my offense is, if he brings fat shit like Cresselia, Togetic, Blissey, I'm in a great position. There's because he does not want to lose to Mega Heracross. He has absolutely no switch-ins to Mega Heracross in his team. As you see, it basically scoops up a kill every time it comes in. So he does not want to play a defensive game around my Mega Heracross, my Lando T potentially, because he doesn't have a single flying resist on his team. So I could bring like a SDZ Fly Lando and just break through one of his walls. So he cannot bring, I don't think he's bringing Crest, Blissey, or Togetic. I think maybe Crest. I think he could bring like one of them, but not all three. If he brings all three, then I would just think he just auto loses there. Not to sound cocky, but I just think he can't bring all three of his fat mons. He has to at least bring one, but he can't bring all three. But another mon I don't think is coming at all this game is Victini. It doesn't have a good matchup. I have Diancie that counters it basically. Aloe pivots in, Wish passes into Diancie, completes a cycle. I have a Heatran, I have a Lando T if it's physical, I have a Drapion that pursuit traps it, I have Latios, which is a pretty solid bring in this game. So there's no way he is bringing Victini in this game, and I know that, but I still have to prep for it. And yeah, Arachnid, another Websmon, so I'm basically forced to bring Defog Landorus this game because there's just the poor hazard removal options. But I think this game it's a much more reliable remover than it was versus CJ, so I don't have to worry about Webs too much, but it's still, Arachnid is a huge threat. So basically with this matchup, it's going to be a fast game. It's definitely going to be a fast game, and I'm going to need to play, if I play around his offense carefully enough, because I think I have checks to all of his offense, I just have to play very carefully around them and keep my certain mons healthy, because it brings the wall breaking core of Tyrantrum plus Mamoswine. I'm in a bit of trouble. So but yeah, the mons I do expect from him are the Kartana, Mamoswine, Tyrantrum, I could see both of them coming, but I think he'd much rather have Mammoth for that nice Ice Shard priority if he had to choose one. But I could definitely see both of them coming as just breakers trying to break down my team. Klefki is a pretty decent possibility. Araquanid I think is definitely going to come to trap my Almamola. I think that's going to be a spider web set 100% in the matchup, and you're going to see how I play around that. Early on, Klefki is a potential bring. Victini is not coming. Blissey is not coming at all. Togetic is not coming. Mismagius I don't think is going to come. So I think Mismagius is a decent matchup, but I don't think it's going to come. But he really struggles to bring the options he has versus my team is very limited. I think it's limited to Kartana, Klefki, Cresselia, Megapidge, Araquanid, Tyrantrum, Mammo, and Mismagius, kind of Mismagius. So he doesn't have a lot of options versus me, I feel, and that I'm gonna take advantage of that in the matchup. So, but enough of my rambling. Let's just get straight into the team I'm bringing. The first mod I am bringing is my Fight Bimbo, my Mega Heracross. Now, this is a max HP set, just a good old normal Mega Heracross. With the speed, I have enough speed to outspeed a Adamant Tyrantrum. I think he's definitely going to bring an Adamant Tyrantrum just to try to just break down my team, because that's his main role, and I think an Adamant Tyrantrum is definitely going to come this game. And if he's a Jolly Tyrantrum, I can live a hit either way, so it's no big deal. In the combination of Close Combat, Pin Missile with Rock Blast, just absolutely just body bags his team. And after his stuff to revenge this is pretty slim. Victini, which is not coming, like I said 3 times already, it's not coming, so his only options to actually revenge this is the Landorus. So yeah, not the Landorus, the Megapidge, which I think because how big of a wall breaker Mega Heracross is and how much of a struggle it is to OHKO for him, he needs to bring Megapidge this game. And Megapidge is a decent matchup for sure, but it's not one of the best mons he could bring versus me. But just the threat of Mega Heracross, he needs to bring Megapidge. So I definitely expect that. And yeah, that's my Mega Heracross is my main breaker. If he brings Cresselia plus Blissey plus Togetic, this thing's just gonna have a field day versus him. And if he brings that core, I don't really know what's going on in his head, because he'd be very weak to a lot of stuff. He wouldn't have enough offensive pressure versus my team. So I don't expect all this wall core. So yeah, that is my Mega Heracross. As the next mon I am bringing is my 3 attacks Defog Landorus. Now, I'm a very fat Landorus. This thing is mainly there to check stuff like the Kartana, because I expect a speed boosting Kartana to like outspeed some of my Scarfers. Like it won't outspeed Scarfle, adios, but speed boosting Kartana is very solid. Same as like just a standard offensive Kartana. Scarf Kartana is very good versus me. So this thing is a fantastic check to that, actually, and I don't want to pressure my Heatran too much this game to check that, because it's another way to break down his team, as you'll see by my set. So yeah, this is my main Kartana check. If he gets an SD up, I could live any hit besides maybe a Z Bloom Doom after rocks. I don't really remember my spread with the Z Bloom Doom, but I think I still live one after rocks if it's at +1. So I should be good, and I have this coverage just hits the majority of his team. I have HP Fire to OHKO the Kartana, because that is my check to the Kartana. So it's fantastic, and I definitely did think about just a breaker Landorus with SD, but overall I think Mega Heracross fills that role a lot better, and I needed the defog support for the potential Araquanid. So yeah, I think Flyinium Z would have been another solid choice instead of leftovers, but the problem without I wouldn't have reliable recovery versus Kartana, and it'd be doing a little bit too much damage to me, so I was a bit worried about that. So yeah, that's basically it. So I still have Stone Edge to do a lot to Araquanid, but Flyzy would mainly be for Araquanid, because that is a big pain to my team, actually, and very tough to play around. But Defog is also nice versus the Klefki if he tries to a hazard stack strategy, so definitely could see that coming. And yeah, definitely these 3 coverage moves are the most important. And yeah, this is a very important mon to the team. I believe this investment is to take 2 Scarf Leaf Blades after rocks with leftovers. So checks out very nicely. And like two, I don't think I take banded attacks from Tyrantrum very well, but scarf attacks I could take very well with this investment. So Landers is very important, and with wish passing, this thing will have a lot of longevity in this game. And yeah, very nice defogger, and yeah, my Kartana check. So yeah, there's my Landers right there. Next spot I'm going to go over is my Magdalena, my Almamola. This thing is just a general nice wish passer. It's a pretty decent matchup versus stuff like Tyrantrum, Mamoswine. So my main check to Mamoswine, if he's an Adamant Life Orb Mamoswine, it could be a bit tricky to play around, but I have Protect to heal up on that, so he can't 2KO me. And with this Spadef, it's another backup check to Pidgeot. What a nice backup check to Pidgeot. If it's not like a workup set, I can just Wish, Protect, stall it, Talk, stall it. So that's not going to be a big issue. And if he's like a potential, like maybe like a max special attack freeze dry, that won't be able to KO me after Earthquake. So I wanted to cover all the potential options. And if he gets Rocks up with plus Mammo, that could be a bit scary for my team, but I could still play around it. And just toxicking stuff like Cresselia, the Mega Pidge, the Arachnid, stuff like that. That could be very important. So, yeah. But yeah, it is a pretty solid Wish Passer, and I kind of forgot what I said, but yeah, very important member to this team, and you're going to see how it's going to work. Next mon I'm going to bring is my not Mega Diancie, it's just a regular Diancie. Very important mon in this game to check the Victini plus Mega Pidgeot core. Like I don't think Victini's coming, but I still need to have a nice check to it. But this thing is mainly just there to check that Mega Pidgeot, because Mega Pidge is the biggest threat to my Mega Heracross winning this game. I think Mega Heracross is for sure my win condition in this game, because he just, every time it comes in, he doesn't have a switch in. Even if it gets low, a bit low, I could still take a hit from certain mons in his team and get a free wish off with my Almamola. So yeah, this mon's very important. So yeah, just 3 attacks rocks is just fine this game to deal with everything on his team. And yeah, very solid mon this game. Has enough investment to chew 2 banded Victinis, 2 banded V-Creates, not 2 banded Victinis after rocks. Not after rocks, just 2. If it has rocks up, then I don't think he's if he has rocks up, he'll 2KO me. But there's no way he's bringing banded Victini if he brings that. If he does bring it, he's bringing special, but yeah, he's not bringing Victini. If he brings banded, that's kind of crazy. So not sure how I feel about that, but yeah, 3 attacks rocks is very nice. It's a backup check to like Tyrantrum and stuff like that. So yeah, and yeah, very important mon. And if I get a defense boost, stuff like Kartana can't OHKO me, stuff like Mammo, Tyrantrum. So yeah, the defense boosts are nice as well. So even with like no speed, I can still outspeed an Arachnid. So that's very key as well. So I didn't need to add extra speed points. So yeah, just a pretty standard mon this game, and just a general pivot to around his team. Next mon I'm bringing is a nice Scarf Drapion, and I know you see that Scarf HP Fire. So what I envision in the game that will happen is he'll click SD as I go hard Drapion, because he's no way to OHKO me. I don't think Steelium Z OHKOs me. So if he clicks SD, he's gonna think that he's gonna chew like a Fire Fang or something, and just OHKO me straight back with a Smart Strike. But he's not gonna see it coming. With this investment, I can OHKO. I could just straight up OHKO that Kartana, and I'll be just gone for good. So yeah, Kartana I don't think is gonna be a huge threat. If it's a speed boosting set, then he can't do damage to my team. If he's an offensive set, then Drapion always revenges it and catches it off guard. Scarf Drapion is also nice to outspeed a weakened Pidgeot, a Victini that with Pursuit, I can pursue trap stuff like Mismagius and Victini. Stuff like that is very key to this game. I find very important. If I get a Toxic, I can also beat down the Cresselia, because with the Sniper ability, I'll eventually get a crit on it. With the, I'll eventually get a crit on it, and with the, and I'll be able to kill it. And if I get a Toxic on it as well, that won't be a huge issue at all. So yeah, this thing is very nice for the speed control. And yeah, Earthquake also hits stuff like Klefki as well, because HP, I didn't have Fire Fang. but yeah, I don't have Fire Fang, but I did not Fire Fang. Yeah, so I put Earthquake on there, and yeah, very solid mon in this game. I get walled by Togetic, but if he decides to switch in Togetic, I'll get rid of its Eviolite, so it's no longer a Heracross check, quote unquote Heracross check. It's not really a Heracross check. So yeah, that is it. And last one I'm bringing is a sub, a Toxic Taunt, a Heatran. Just so this thing is very important to check the Kartana, check Victini. Very important mons to check as well, just a nice backup check. But this thing is just another solid breaker for his fat. And I also forgot to mention, with Lando's speed, I outspeed a Tyrantrum as well. So I'm outspeeding a lot of Adamant Tyrantrums with a lot of my mons. So, and with Drapion, I'm outspeeding a Mamoswine, Jolly Mamoswine, so I can run Adamant this game. So yeah, that's just it. And this mon is just there to trap in stuff like Cresselia, take a hit from Kartana if it's like just a nice decent check to Kartana. I could Toxically Araquanid coming in, and yeah, it's just a fantastic stall breaker this game, and I didn't really need it for our rocks roll, and yeah, it's a solid check to Kartana, and with the Chople Berry, and I would like leftovers, but Kartana is still a huge threat, easily probably the biggest threat to my team, so I needed to prepare for it a lot. And with this investment, I think I'm able to chew a all-out pummeling after rocks, or like full HP. I'm not sure. I built this team a long time ago, but we'll see. And yeah, this thing is just mainly there to bait in that Cresselia and break down. Another way to break down his Fat Core. Another check to Kartana plus Victini if my Diancie gets pressured by Victini plus Mega Pidge, then I have a nice check in the back. But this thing, like I said a bunch of times, it's my way to just break down his fat, like the Blissey, the Cresselia, Togetic potentially. So yeah, that is my Heatran, and that is the team. I think this team is I spent a long time in this team because I did not want to lose. And yeah, I'm very confident in this team that I have brought today. So yeah, definitely have 2 stall breakers just to break down his Fat Cores, and nice pivot around his team. Defog for the sticky webs, nice revenge, like a revenge killer or something like that, and a potential bait for the Kartana, revenge's Pidge, and just Wish Passer, which basically meshes this team all together because I can Wish Pass into stuff like, because Kartana gets a basically free switch into Alomomola. I can get a heal on Heatran, Drapion, Lando, Heracross. I could, besides that, I can get a free heal on that. And if he's like a Pidge that beats an Alomomola set, I can get a free heal into Diancie. So I can keep my fat healthy with this. But the things I'm most worried about is a Araquanid trying to trap my Alomomola. I'm 100% scouting for that before that happens. Kartana. Kartana's always threatening. The combination of Tyrantrum plus Mamo, that's gonna be super scary to play around, and I'm gonna play a lot differently to beat that core. Mega Pidge. Mega Pidge I'm pretty scared about. And yeah, it's mainly the combination of webs, potential webs, or trapping my Alomomola. If he traps my Alomomola with Araquanid, then I am in a tricky spot because this is the backbone to my team. So yeah, I spent a long time on this team. I'm very proud of this team I made, and I'm gonna see you guys next time for tomorrow's game versus Khaz in the Indianapolis Volts. I'm gonna see you guys next time. Peace.